In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to round to the nearest dollar in Excel. To get started, open Microsoft Excel and make sure you have a worksheet ready to use. This is a very useful skill when you're working with prices, budgets, invoices, or any financial data where you want to remove cents and work with whole dollar amounts instead. Excel gives you a few different ways to round values, and the right one depends on the result you want. You can round to the nearest whole dollar, always round up, always round down, or round to the nearest $1 increment using a multiple. Let's look at some simple example data. In one column, enter a few amounts such as 12.45, 19.75, 34.50, and 99.999. These examples make it easy to see how each formula behaves. First, if you want to round to the nearest dollar, use the round function. In a nearby cell, type equals round, then open parentheses, select the cell with your amount, add a comma, and enter 0. The formula will look like this: equals round, open parentheses, A2, 0, close parentheses. Press enter and Excel will round that value to 0 decimal places, which means a whole dollar amount. Using the sample numbers, 12.45 becomes 12, 19.75 becomes 20, 34.50 becomes 35, and 99.99 becomes 100. The reason this works is because the 0 tells Excel not to keep any digits after the decimal point. If you want Excel to always round upward, use the roundup function instead. Enter equals roundup, open parentheses, A2, 0, close parentheses. This is helpful when you want to avoid underestimating a value, because Excel will push the number up to the next whole dollar whenever there is any decimal portion. If you need the opposite behavior, use round down. Type equals round down, open parentheses, A2, 0, close parentheses. This removes the cents and always rounds downward to the lower whole dollar amount. There's also another option if you want to round to the nearest multiple of $1. For that, use mRound. Enter equals mRound, open parentheses, A2, 1, close parentheses. Since 1 represents a $1 increment, Excel rounds the amount to the nearest dollar multiple. All of these methods are useful, but they serve slightly different purposes. Round gives you standard rounding. Round up forces values higher. Round down keeps them lower, and rounds based on a specified multiple. Once you know the difference, it becomes much easier to choose the right formula for your spreadsheets.